Good afternoon, fellow students here at Trident in the master's program, along with our much esteemed instructor. How are you, sir? I would like to take a moment to address the topics put forth for Module 3. I will be addressing both topics in this video. I will start by reading the topic and then giving you my answer to the question. Question number 1. What do you think of Amazon's move to online grocery delivery? Does it give the company a competitive advantage? Let me think about it. Yes, absolutely, without a doubt. Ladies and gentlemen, I have absolutely no doubt that we are in the last generation of the brick and mortar grocery stores. Now, you may say, Emerson, why do you say that? Number one, Toys R Us. Along with the other huge brick and mortar retailers like Macy's that are falling like dominoes. And so the question would have to be, why is this happening? Let me share some anecdotal information with you that could possibly explain why this is happening. Last summer, I was visiting my family at our summer home. And my 5-year-old grandniece, matter of fact, I think she might have even been 4, picked up an iPad, slid left, slid right, started watching a movie, slid left, slid right, called and talked to one of her friends, slid left, slid right, called and talked to her aunt, slid left, slid right, and started playing some games and eventually went back to watching a movie. I'm sitting here watching a 5-year-old master the digital universe in the same way that at the age of 5, I might have been jumping on a tricycle, riding around in the front yard. This was not amazing to her. This was not difficult to her. This was as simple to her as picking up a bottle and putting it to her mouth, had she been a younger baby. The children of today are born immersed in the digital age. Which means what? How has that changed their mentality? I'm here to tell you. It means that they want it now. And they don't want to have to go through a whole lot of effort to get it. My niece, if you probably would have told her that in order to watch a movie, she had to go upstairs and get a video and then come back downstairs and put it into the video machine, she probably look at you like you were crazy. She probably wonder what is wrong with my uncle. It don't take all of that to watch a movie, right? See that's the world that she has grown up in. So now what does that have to do with grocery? Let me tell you what that got to do with grocery. That same young lady is going to grow up in about 15, 16 years with the mentality of everything that I need, everything that I want, I can acquire with the flick of a finger. One way, yes, no, up, down. So the same way, if I told her, okay, you want to watch a movie? I need you to go upstairs and get a video, come back downstairs, put it in the DVD player, blase, blase, whatever. And she would look at me like she was crazy and just flick her wrist and start watching the movie. When that young lady gets to the age where she is going to be purchasing groceries, you're going to have to realize that for her entire life, as a matter of fact, my 14-year-old daughter is in what's called early college high school, where they come out of high school with an associate's degree. That's something they got here in Texas and one or two other states. She doesn't have any school books. All of her school books are in a laptop that is issued to her at the beginning of school. Everything, her assignments, everything show up on the laptop. So this generation, and especially the one that's behind my daughter who's 14, that one that's coming up right now with that 5-year-old, the thought of them wasting time getting in their car, driving to a brick and mortar establishment, standing in line, waiting in traffic, walking through cold parking lots when it's snow on the ground and hot parking lots when it's 100 degrees outside. The thought of that is going to be about as foreign as it is for you and I to go outside and milk a cow. Not that we physically can't do it, because we physically could do it. But how many of us, if somebody put a cow in the backyard, would actually be willing to go through what you got to go through to get a glass of milk if you're going to go out there and milk a cow? We're not going to do it. Now, 100 years ago, you'll milk a cow, you'll grab a chicken by its neck and wring it, take the feathers off of it, fry them up. Today, we're not going through all that. We're going to do what? We're going to jump in our car and go to Walmart. But I guarantee you, remember you heard it here first. We are sitting in the last generation of the brick and mortar grocery store because this next generation coming up behind us, they don't have time or patience for going shopping, except by swiping left and swiping right. Let's take a look at the next question here. Identify one of your favorite grocery stores. What attracts you to it? Can you think of anything the store has done to draw your patronage and stop you from buying online? Is there anything further they could do to retain your loyalty? Let me think about it. No. Because what is going to happen? First, you have to understand the population. Once the population hits what's called critical mass, what do I mean by critical mass? You're going to always have people that's going to slide into a territory before everybody else. That first 2 or 3% that is going to try online grocery shopping. While that's going on, it's not going to be too much buzz. These are the people who, when solar panels came out, they were the first ones to put solar panels on their home. When big screen TVs came out, they were the first ones to get a big screen. That same crew is going to be the ones who are online shopping right now for groceries and investing in cryptocurrency. And I know for most of y'all, they probably like, crypto what? Don't worry, we'll talk about it later. Those people right now, they're already shopping for groceries online. But what history has shown, at about 17% once 17% of the population adopts something, the buzz gets so loud that the rest of the population, they just start falling over like leaps and bounds. It'll be 17% this month. By the end of the year, it's 30%. Give it another year, you're at 70%. The buzz gets so loud, everybody's doing it. You know, here you are jumping in your car, getting ready to drive to Walmart, and then there's a green truck parked next door dropping off Amazon Fresh at one neighbor. Another truck with some other type of online delivery grocery store dropping off at the neighbor on the other side of you. So now you're going to be thinking about that while you're sitting in traffic. And so the next time you happen to meet Bob at the mailbox, you're going to ask Bob, hey, Bob, how's that working for you? And Bob is going to tell you that, you know what, the time that I would have spent driving to the grocery store and doing A, B, and C, I was able to accomplish, this. I was able to accomplish that, spend some more time with the kids, knock out some extra work, things from work, which, made me a couple of extra dollars that I'll be able to help this customer out, close 1 or 2 more accounts instead of having to spend time in the grocery line, spend time in the parking lot looking for a park, spend time in traffic, whether the snow, the ice, the heat, the wind, the dust, or whatever you were doing. I was able to make a choice to do something either more enjoyable or more lucrative. So the next time you get the inkling to go to the brick and mortar, you know what you're going to do? Hey, let me check out this thing. Bob said it was okay when I met him at the mailbox. Tom said it was okay when I met him walking in the park. So you know what? I'm at least give this thing a try. Now, as a businessman myself, Let me tell you the other anecdotal information that lets me know that this thing is going to happen. I run among a few of the companies that I run, but the one that I just built and got it up and running in January is credit repair. And right now, it takes me about an hour to package all of the information that I need to get from a customer, all 3 credit reports, open up their Credit Karma account, their credit.com account, get a copy of their driver's license, all of that. Takes me about an hour. Once my website gets upgraded, that same process is going to require me to expend about 3 minutes. I repeat, the same thing that took me hours to do, where an hour is going to take me about 3 minutes for the customer to log into my new website that I'm working on right now. Download all of that information that they need from annualcreditreport.com, all 3 credit reports. Run off a copy of their driver's license. Email all of that information to me. I turn around, review it, package it, and send it to the actual agency, the group of people who are actually going to go in and fix these people's credit. So my actual expenditure of time is going to go from about an hour to about 3 to 5 minutes. However, my profit margin will remain the same. That's the difference between online and brick and mortar. Brick and mortar is when they show up to my office here. This is brick and mortar. Online, it's no comparison. It's no comparison to my time. It's no comparison to what it cost for me to maintain this brick and mortar location. Luckily, I have a good accountant, so you wouldn't believe. If I explained it to you, you wouldn't believe me anyway. But what it cost for me to maintain this brick and mortar, as opposed to what it cost for me to maintain a website, it's no comparison. It's no comparison. And when you try to compare, I want you to imagine your local Walmart. If you had groceries on every aisle, just like it is right now, meat on the meat, on the meat aisle and everything. Just imagine Walmart as it is right now. Now I want you to subtract almost all of the associates. Replace, I would say, maybe 1/10 of them, and turn those associates into drivers. You might have 1 or 2 people operating a computer where they flash up on, I can just see them flashing up on a giant wall where it says customer number 157 located at XYZ, and here's the order. Now you've got associates going, grabbing all of this stuff, putting it on a truck, just like UPS, based on the zip code of the neighborhood. And that's all they do all day. Go, load the truck, and the truck drivers take off and deliver it. And when you think about what kind of money that is going to save the online retailers, when you think about the time that it's going to save people from having to go shopping, when you think about the gas you don't have to spend because you ain't got to drive to go shopping anymore, when you think about all of those factors, you can't lose. So, ladies and gentlemen, believe me when I tell you, you are in the last generation of the brick and mortar grocery store. It was fun while it lasted. Thank you. God bless.